even more things than he doesn't need. And certainly nothing I can provide. So, this poem is called The Designer Cometh. I wrote it this morning. Not this morning, but it's buzzing in my head. So are you ready for this?
I don't think so.
Everybody else is, Larry. It's just,
I'm fine.
it's just you. It was on a Monday morning that Larry came to call. I wanted some remodelling in the bedroom and the hall. Some dressing on the windows and some carpet on the floor. Perhaps a mirror with lighting on the wall behind the door. Larry had some great ideas. He really is a pro. But I think his best suggestion was an ice machine. Hello? Well, just fallen apart.
Okay.
So we made a lot of choices, which really was so hard when the papers are so tasteful and $1,000 a yard. The carpet will be beautiful, yes, nothing could be finer, and woven very carefully by a little man in China. But the choice that made us feel the best, that left the warmest glow, was not the drapes or carpet, but the ice machine. Hello. It was on a Tuesday morning as the builder made a start. He knocked down walls and tore up floors. He ripped the place apart. The house was filled with clouds of dust, which wasn't good for me. It looked just like a war zone with piles of debris. But in the corner, standing proud, untouched and still on show, was the star of Larry's grand design, the ice machine. Hello. It was on a Wednesday morning. It was on a Wednesday morning that the painter came along with his pasting table and his brush and his merry painter's song. He started with a flourish and he papered everywhere, across the walls and ceiling and even up the stair. But I found when he had finished and it was his time to go, he'd even stuck some paper on the ice machine. Hello. It was on a Thursday morning that the electrician came. The whole thing needed extra wires, which really was a shame. My little lamps weren't working. The mirror could lead some light to give my hall that special look to make it shine so bright. He soon connected cables, the little switches high and low. And he even put a spotlight on the ice machine. It was on a Friday morning, and there seemed so much to do. The carpet fitter had got lost, and the drapes were overdue. So I called to Larry, who came round straight away. He said, "Have faith, have real faith. I think we need to pray." But let's look on the bright side, for though the work is show, the one thing that has been on time was the ice machine. Hello. It was on a Saturday morning. No work is done today. The builder isn't building and the carpet man's away. I think it's time to have a drink, sit down and watch a game. Time enough on Monday to work out who's to blame. So I called to get a pizza made with thin Italian dough, and I throw a can of beer in the ice machine. Hello. On Sunday, it is time for church. My thoughts are going higher. It's time to sit and say my prayers, and Larry's in the choir. The preacher talks of doing good, of making all things new. The Lord has got a grand design, which if we only knew, would lead us to eternal rest, and not to hell below, to a land of harps and angels and ice machines. Hello.